Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible so that I will start the session? I also check whether the PPT is visible to you or not. Okay, yeah, yes, we will start it now. Before starting that, how was your test? Whether all of you are attempted the TCS Code Vita and Bold Snatch? Okay, so these are the TCS Code Vita test has been happened in last 2 days. All of you have appeared for that? Okay, yes, yes. Okay, so we will discuss that also later on. First of all, we finish this session. Yes, yes, good. Okay, I think it was tough, no? Yeah. Okay, so let's come with our session with the problematic areas of SDLC. In the last lecture, we are with the this point with the SDLC, software development lifecycle. We will see today what are the which areas in SDLC which affect with our product. So problematic areas of SDLC. So we have listed out some areas where we found the problems. So we'll see one by one. The first one is the problem with the requirement phase. So if this is a basic phase, this is the initial phase where we can know what are the requirements from the customer. Okay, so the first gap is called as a communication. So there is a problems in or we called as a gap for the communication between customer and the development team and the changing nature. So these are the main points where we can have a gap in the area of SDLC. So in the requirement phase, what happened? In the requirement phase itself means what we have to collect. This is a collection, okay, collection of what the requirements. So this is a very important phase of SDLC, because if there is no any requirement, then how we can build our product. So this is a very important phase which is having highest probability of introducing the defect. Okay, so the first is the communication. Communication means what? Communication means we have to know which platform, which language, which database, which operating system is required for us. So it consists of configuration of technical entities. Okay, and we also consider the economy of our project. So these are the lack of these information. So software product which is associated with different statutory and the regulatory requirements. So there may be some rules and regulations which is applicable with the product and must be understood by the development team. Okay. Operational requirements are the combination of functional or non-functional requirement by the customer or user. So these are the system requirements, which are physical as well as a logical regulatory requirements, and it consists of requirement of backup, restoration, configuration, access control, hardware. So customer may specify these requirements for privilege encryption and password protection. So these are the main points where the communication is required. So this is the one topic we have to discuss with, and the second one is the changing nature. So changing nature means what? The dynamic nature of the requirement, which resulting many complaints from development team. So changing requirements may confuse the developer. After showing the build product to the customer, the many new ideas are suggested from it, and that directly affect on cost, time, and effort. So before completing your product or showing it to the customer, if the new ideas come, then it directly affect on the time, money, as well as the your efforts what you have taken. So sometimes so time gap between the requirement submission and the product delivery, which plays an essential role. Okay. So approaches like rapid application development, top-down joint application development, they can be used to accommodate the changing requirements. So in requirement phase, we have found these two problems that occur. This may produce the problems while producing our product. Now, there are again some areas like unique product development and difference in development approach and impossible exhaustive testing. So these are the three areas that we found where we have the problem. So we'll see one by one. Unique product development. Unique product development means what? In a software field, no two applications are same. Means the two applications should not be the same. So your product should be the unique one. So implementation for same problem, which is done by two different developers, they are differ from each other. For even some solutions which is developed by same developer at two different instances may not be the similar. So software produced in such instances may be considered as a unique. So during the maintenance, designer they facing the difficulty, what understanding the original design, and whereas the developer faces the difficulty in reading the code. So this is the problem that may occur in the time what we found in unique product development. Now, difference in development approach. This approach of developing a software which vary from organization to organization. The different implementation which is a possible for same requirement same and is depending on the capability of developer. So the best suitable approach is selecting after the observing circumstances. So this is a development approach. So this is the problem we can found. And impossible exhaustive testing. So inspection and testing activity, which is aimed as finding the bugs or finding the flaws from the product and the development processes. So testing of all possible areas in product is practically impossible. So high cost and time which will be required to test all the permutations and combinations. So this is the problematic area of SDLC. We can't do the each and every area of your product. So can't do the testing of these all areas. The next two areas that also we have found, unaware about the bad quality and the quality definitions. Unaware about the bad quality means what? As we have said earlier that testing of all algorithms and conditions, they are impractical to test. So such areas remains untested and software is delivered to the customer. So without doing the testing of these areas, so which then used for the longer time. So any problem in such areas will get discovered when particular situation occur. So we are not unaware of. So we are unaware of such areas whenever, because we are not concentrating on these points. And when we discovered this type of areas are discovered when that particular situation is occur. So this is unaware about the bad quality. And last one is the quality definition. So quality definitions means the product's quality which depend on processes which is used for its development rather than rigorous inspection and testing activities which is applied on it. So finding and fixing the defect which will improve the quality of the product and also will not guarantee that it's a defect-free delivery. So good processes and the procedures can only make the good quality software. Now quality definitions. So we will see the quality objective. So quality objectives are, so there are variations which is observed in quality objectives and quality products, which depend on the type of product that the customer is using, time and circumstances. So quality objective that represents the your expectations and their satisfaction level. Define on must be, should be, could be. So use these words. Now let us see the quality factors. So these are the quality factors which also refer to the problematic area of SDLC. I think in one lecture we have also discussed these all qualities. So here are some qualities I have listed out. There are a lot of quality attributes which depend on the situations. We will see some of this: correctness, usability, maintainability, portability, coupling, performance, reliability, access control, and continuity. So correctness means that define the accuracy of the outcome. Usability means efforts which is needed to learn, operate, then prepare the input and understand the output, which is a usability. Maintainability means efforts required to find and fix the defect. Portability means we can transfer the software from hardware software configuration to another. This is called as a portability. Coupling means required to integrate the system requirements or system components. So it's called as coupling. Performance, the amount of resource which is needed to perform the required functionality. Then reliability, system remains functional over the longer time period. So this is the reliability. And access control means protection of the system resources from misuse, destruction, modification. So we require access control on that. And the continuity means availability of essential procedures, methods, backup information for recovering the data, systems, and operations. Okay, so these are the some of the quality factors that are listed out. There are more than this, but it is sufficient if you mention 4 or 5 to this. So these are the areas that we have discussed now up to where we may face some problems. So if questions occurs like this, what are the problematic areas of SDLC? You just mentions these types and explain it. Okay. So we come to the next topic, that is the software quality management. Software quality management is nothing but it consists of set of planned and systematic activity from development to the maintenance, which is used to manage the quality of the product and services. So it involves the management of all input to the system in order to generate the output that match the quality criteria. So software quality management, there are 3 activities under this. So quality assurance, quality planning, and the quality control. So software quality management is a management process which is used to develop and manage the quality of the software in such a way so as to do the best ensure the software product meet the quality standard which is expected by the customer, while also meeting any necessary regulatory and the development requirement. So there are some reasons where we can found the manufacturing, which mainly of the following areas. The software satisfaction should reflect the characteristics of the product that the customer want. However, the development organization may also have the requirements such as maintainability that are not included in the specification. The certain software quality attributes such as maintainability, usability, reliability, which cannot be exactly specified and measured. At the early stage of software process, it is very difficult to define the complete software specification. So therefore, although the software may conform to its specification, users don't meet the quality expectations. It is very difficult to maintain these expectations. So we'll see what the quality attributes, quality activities. So activities of software quality management. So there are 3. That is quality assurance, quality planning, and the quality control. So quality assurance, what's the aim? The aim is developing organizational procedure and standards for quality at organizational level. Planning means what? Planning means select the applicable procedures and standards for a particular project and modify as required to develop a quality plan. And quality control means ensure the best practice and standards which are followed by the software development team to produce quality product. So these are related to each other. Quality assurance means to set up the standards and procedure. So select, okay, assurance means the standards of quality at the organization level. So we give the assurance that these are my standards. Planning, so set the applicable procedures and standard. And in quality control, we have to ensure the best procedure and standards must be followed by the software development team. Why? To produce the quality product. So quality management activity, what he ensures? He ensures that the software product and the processes matches to defined standards and the customer requirements. So it presents these 3 levels of handling problems like corrections, corrective actions, and preventive actions. So correction first, second corrective action, and third preventive action. So correction means it is considered as a quality control approach. Okay, so defects are found in the systems are quickly fixed. So this is called as correction. If you found any bug or any mistake or any defect, so immediately it get quickly fixed. So this is called as a correction. And corrective action means what? It's considered as quality assurance approach, and processes which related problems are detected and resolved by initiating the corrective actions. And preventive actions, so, here we can see one example, corrective action. the root cause, for example, the root cause analysis of the defects is done, and their introduction in the system is identified. So in corrective actions, what we have to do, we have to identify where the cause is. So root cause analysis is done on that defect and system is identified. Accordingly, the actions are initiated to stop the occurrence of similar defects in the future. So responsibility of corrective action is handled by project leads. So in correction means what? Whichever the bugs we found, it get quickly fixed. And corrective action means what? That bugs, we can see here, we are checking that these bugs are cannot occur again and again. So we go in a deep, go to the root, identify that these bugs are happens, the similar defects we can found again and again. So do the corrective action in that. And last one is the preventive action. Preventive action means after we study the root analysis. So in the second step, what we have to do, we have to find out the root analysis. So after studying the root cause defect, then other potentially weaker areas are identified. So these areas can suffer from defect occurrence. So preventive actions are applied to them. So actions are initiated after checking similar scenarios and the past history. So responsibility of preventive action is handled by project manager or senior management team. So preventive action means we have to identify which are the weaker areas where we found the bugs again and again and do the preventive action. So this is a task of project manager. And the what corrective action, this is the task for project leader. So these are the three areas that we have to form. As we know that the why software has a defect. So software when we deliver to the customer is not completely defect-free. So factors that cause the defects in the software, like communication gap, then requirements are changing dynamically. The customer are unaware about the stated requirements. Software developers are very confident about their skills and ability, so they do not think that there should be a mistake. Then programming errors, time pressure is there. Uh, then overconfident people or egotistical people are there, poorly documented code, lack of skilled testers, peer reviews and self-reviews are not detected by any defect. And the technology is or applications is another source of introducing many defects in the system. So that's why there are defects that occurs in a software. Here we can see what the quality management system structure. So there are some processes which is related to the software quality, like mission, vision, then policy, objectives, strategy, and the goals. So these are the different areas of the quality management. But here we can see what the software quality management is. So quality management system structure, software quality management is the collection of business processes which is focused on consistently meeting customer requirements and enhancing their satisfaction. So there is a question which was asked for 2 marks related to this. The question was like that: with respect to the quality management system, explain quality management system structure. Now, what is expected here? So you have to draw a diagram here. It can show the structure of QMS, okay, quality policy, quality objectives, and quality manual. And you can explain what is mean by a quality management first, QMS. Then you can explain the benefits of QMS, or structure of quality management system. So you will get the marks related to this. So this is a very simple one, but you may get confused. What is expected if this type of a question comes? Because quality management is very vast, and we are also stuck in that what exactly the answer is. So if this type of a question comes, so your mainly focus is you have to explain it through the diagrammatically. Then main points you must remember, which are highlighted points. You first write down the definition of that. Then whatever the benefits related to this system, that also you have to list out and explain that structure which is related to this. So if this question comes, that explain the quality management system structure. So what is expected? So it is expected is the quality management system is a collection of business processes which is focused on consistently meeting customer requirement and enhance their satisfaction. Uh, Quality management, what it includes? The quality management includes the determination of quality policy, that is the first point, creating and implementing the quality planning and assurance, and third, quality control, and the fourth, quality improvement. So you remember these 4 points: quality policy, quality planning and assurance, third, quality control, and fourth, quality management. So these 4 points should be there. Quality management system, you can define this, you can write down, this is a process of overseeing all these activities and tasks which is needed to maintain the desired level to get an excellence. And later we can list out the benefits of QMS. So benefits of QMS are, what the benefits is. The first is managing product and process quality. So this is the management system. So what it will manage? It manage the product and process quality. That is the first point. Second, achieve the greater consistency in the activities which involve in providing the product or services. It reduce the expensive mistakes. Okay. Then increase the efficiency by improving the use of time and resources. Then you improve the customer satisfaction. Market your business more effectively, exploit new market sectors and territories that required. So manage the growth more effectively by making it easier to integrate the new employees, and consistently improve your product, processes, and the systems. So these are the benefits of quality management system. So overall management of quality, you can write down these points under the management of this. Now, after this, what exactly the structure? So structure of quality management is nothing but, there are three typical points. These are the typical structure of QMS. Actually, there, if you search it on the Google, you will get different diagrams. So they are the points as per the business requirements. So the QMS structure consists of three points: the policy, objectives, and manual. So every organization which has its own structure. So this structure is different for every organization. Okay, but basic 3 points are important: policy, objective, and manual. So this structure is different, and they have their own structure for QMS, quality management system. Now, why this is separate and different? Because they are based on needs and requirements. So this is a, why this is way I'm given only 3 points here. Okay, but as per the requirement and need, the quality structure is different for the different organization. So this is also called as the three tier: tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. So tier 1 is the quality policy, tier 2 is the quality objective, and tier 3 is the quality manual. Quality policy means it acts as a basic framework. So policy means what? This is a framework. Okay, this is a framework in QMS. It talk about intent, wish, and the direction of management to carry out the processes activities. So there should be a quality policy, and that policy, what it will talk about: the intent, what is the wish, and the direction of management which carry out the all processes activities. Correct. Second, quality objectives that we have seen earlier. So what is the use, or what is the help of objective is? It helps to ensure, to measure progress and achievements in numerical terms. Quality improvements can be observed by looking at numerical values of achieved quality factors. These achieved values can be compared with the plan one to find out the deviations and to initiate the further required action. So in a quality objective, we can measure in the numerical terms how you will get the improvement in our product. This is compared with our whatever we have planned and what we have achieved, compare these two. So that's why we require the tier 2 quality objective. The quality objectives that we have seen is that is the mission's success and failures which can be measured in a quantitative means, which is termed as the objectives of the organization. So every mission statement must have at least one object which is defined in quantified terms along with the duration of achieving it. So this is the objective, and the policy means this is a statement which define organization's way of doing the business. It is generally defined by senior management and help the different stakeholders like customers, suppliers, or employees to understand the intent of organization. So multiple policies are also possible in one organization, which help to achieve the mission statement. Now they apply the strategy and the goals on that. The final is your quality manual. Quality manual is the third year. It is also termed as a policy manual, which is established and published by the management. It forms a strong foundation for quality planning at organizational level. So it provides a framework for defining various processes. So every organization has its own mission, vision, quality policy, quality objectives, and quality manual also. If you see our college website also, there you can find the quality policy. You can find the mission, vision of the college as institute as well as the department. So here also these are the tiers of quality management: vision, mission, policy, objectives, strategy, goal, and values. So strategy means this is a way of achieving the mission of organization, which is termed as a strategy. And the policies are converted into the action with the help of strategies. So strategies which is defined using the time duration and set of objectives and goals. So this is called as strategy. And the last one is the goal. So small milestones are termed as goals used to achieve the ultimate mission. So objectives are evaluated by reviewing the milestones to understand whether the progress is in a proper direction or not. So we require the goal for that. And values means the way with which the organization's management think, behave, believe in defined by values. Organizations are setting business principles which is based on these values. So whenever this type of a question come in exams, you just write these tiers. Okay, mission, vision, policy, objectives, manual, then strategy, goal, and the values. So these points you have to list out with their definitions. Okay, so here we finish up with this point. Now, if you have any questions related to this, just type it. So today we have seen the problematic areas of SDLC, then software quality management, and typical structure of QMS. So from next lecture, we will see the pillars of quality management system. This question was asked in 2 or 3 times in the question paper. Write down the quality of pillars of quality management system. Okay, so this topic we will discuss in the next session. If you have any questions, then just ask it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. If you have any doubts. Okay, Hardika. So I think today you attempted one test. Yesterday you attempted one test. Yes, yes. Okay, so prepare just for first unit is there. So for STQA, we have planned the test for next session on Thursday. So for the unit 2, okay, so test is based on unit 2. This is a test plan and strategy, not on the quality. Okay, this is a part on testing. So second unit you have to prefer.